With a full year since the COVID outbreak began, Plainfield Central High School has finally resumed their classes, doing half of them online and half in person. Currently, they have set into place several precautionary measures that follow the CDC guidelines requiring face masks, 6-foot social distancing, arrows for directional hallways, and student verifications by scanning a student's cell phone.
Well, it's really great to have kids back in the building, out here meeting kids at the buses and just seeing them. Can't see their faces all the time because of the mask, but you can see in their eyes they're happy to be back. We're happy to have them back. Brings a lot of life back to the building, and we're really excited and looking forward to meeting the next group of kids on Thursday and Friday.
Though Illinois is still in Tier 1, this doesn't mean that there should be any less accountability for safety as well as keeping students safe. Some students are even excited to return back to classes.
It's super fun being back in the building and seeing all my teachers for the first time, especially in freshman year where I haven't been in the building yet.
There still is some getting used to for those who are now attending in-person classes, but everyone is optimistic and look forward to the progression in safer ways to allow more to return to classes.
My experience being back in school finally, it's a little bit kind of overwhelming when you first get here, but it'll kind of stabilize as you go on. You'll kind of get used to school.
Our first priority obviously is student safety. We want to make sure that obviously our staff, our students are secure, as well as making sure that we don't take any necessary risks to expose people to COVID-19. Having said that, the biggest thing we can do obviously is social distancing ourselves, whether that is through 6 feet apart, wearing masks, continually washing our hands. We have several stations throughout the building of hand sanitizer. There's a gallon of hand sanitizer in each classroom, which we encourage students to utilize as often as they can as they come into the classroom to minimize that exposure. We also have arrows on the ground for students to follow. Clearly not always convenient depending on what rooms you're going to. However, it is best for safety to minimize traffic flow, to stop bottlenecking in the hallway where kids might actually be forced to stay in a long period of time. Other than that, it really, a lot of the plan requires families, students to self-certify as they come into the building, so their responsibility is ultimately placed upon them to make sure that they are free of any COVID-like symptoms. So when they come to school, we're not putting any other people at risk.